This morning, authorities in Moscow are offering a nearly $50,000 reward to help find the killer of Boris Nemtsov. The opposition leader was shot and killed Friday. Russian President Vladimir Putin promises to find the killer. Clarissa Ward is in Moscow, where some suspect the government was involved. Clarissa, good morning.
Good morning. This is the exact spot where Boris Nemtsov was shot dead, and you can see the mountain of flowers that is growing here. What has shocked people most, though, about this murder is that if you take a look, we are literally just steps away from the Kremlin.
Armed with flowers and flags, tens of thousands took to the streets to honor Boris Nemtsov. There were occasional shouts of Russia without Putin. But for the most part, the march was a solemn occasion. Former Russian Prime Minister Mikhail Kasyanov addressed the crowd.
I understand and I believe that this tragic event, which happened 2 days ago, is absolutely a turning point for the whole history of New Russia.
Some of the marchers carried banners that said, "I am not afraid." But in reality, many who support the democratic values that Nemtsov embodied are now very afraid. Surveillance footage shows the moments before Nemtsov's murder on Friday night. You can see the street is busy. The gunman shot him 4 times in the back before jumping into a car. 55-year-old Nemtsov served as the deputy prime minister under former President Boris Yeltsin. Under Putin's reign, he became known as a rare voice of dissent in an increasingly intolerant society. Just hours before he was killed, Nemtsov was on Russian radio, encouraging people to attend an opposition protest scheduled for the next day. According to Nemtsov's lawyer, the opposition leader had received death threats tied to a report he was preparing on Russia's military involvement in Ukraine.
President Putin has called the execution a provocation and has ordered an investigation. But those close to Nemtsov say that even if the Kremlin wasn't behind the killing, they're responsible for the wave of nationalism here, whereby anyone who speaks out against the official narrative is a target. Gail?
Thank you, Clarissa.